all the communities out there. Guys, welcome to another Crypto and Coffee on a wonderful Sunday morning. Hope you guys are having a great day, great night, wherever you are. I hope it's just going good. I'm not a financial advisor, not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you guys what to do. Just want to say cheers to y'all. Got my best uncle ever mug today. But guys, hopefully you guys had an awesome weekend. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the dip that we got over the weekend. I would like to know what you guys think is going to be coming up during this week. But I know what else we could be doing during the week is just keeping our eyes on the prize, informing ourselves about these amazing projects in the space, amazing opportunities for DeFi or passive income, what have you. Any updates in terms of financial investors coming into the space, bank partnerships, hell, inner blockchain partnerships, anything like that. Just excited, to get this new week ahead. I hope, we've been consolidating for the past few months, past couple of months already, and I really hope that, this week can really be a start of the turn of the corner. But you never know in this space. We could just have a red summer, and then going in towards the next, towards the end of the year, we start having, it pick up again. I really don't think this bull runs over. I really don't think so. And I think we're going to be seeing some fat green candles following the severe consolidation that we've been getting for the past 3 months. What is up, Crawfish XRP? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Some real guy. Cheers to you guys. So yeah, you guys know I'm going to be picking up some cryptos this week, for sure. And which cryptos I'm going to be picking up, of course, XRP. Always got to get a little bit of XRP and XLM. And then going into Atom, more Atom, until Osmosis Zone is out, which is 4 days away for Osmosis Zone. Basically, Atom's version of what, Flare Finance is doing for Flare Networks and the XRPL, especially because I feel like a lot of people in the XRP community are only excited about Flare Finance. So if you guys are into other things that could provide like similar opportunities and maybe even more customizable, but we'll see what happens when Flare Finance is released. But, we're waiting for Flare Finance to be released. So, Osmosis Zone looking really appealing if it comes out sooner than Flare Finance. And very interested to see what happens for the Cosmos ecosystem as well. Do you hold gold and silver? Yes, I do. We do talk about the importance of precious metals on this channel. It's always good. We like trying to figure out all the sides and then trying to hedge a little bit into each of those sides, right? So gold and silver, I think, are going to be massive, especially if we're going into a tokenized economy where everything is digital. Every asset is digital, physical, and, it has it equates to a digital value. So I do think gold and silver will be tokenized and digitized eventually in the future. And then just, also precious metals is just, it's the best of both worlds. You have physical, and then now you're going to have like a digital representation of it that can move seamlessly across the world instantly. I think it's going to be a pretty big deal. There's other reasons to be invested in gold and silver too. Obviously, the inflation of the dollar, gold and silver being still so undervalued in the market today, and there's so many distractions in the world. You can name, you can do the whole list of why there's no voices ever talking about getting into gold and silver or precious metals, and I think it's part of it. I think all these distractions are very much a part of it. All these trending topics, all that stuff, all the social life type of stuff, all really big distraction from keeping your eyes on the prize, right? That's what we like to do. And gold and silver for sure part of our portfolio. Got XRP, got XLM. We love digital assets here. We love stocks as well. Been holding on in terms of the stock area. Just been getting into ARC. Had some MoneyGram for a bit. For some reason I can't. There's one other one. Equinix. Been getting into Equinix. Anything that's like identity systems, like Ping Identity. So those are the stock investments on that side. But in terms of, I just been really falling in love with crypto because it's such an early phase in the space that we're in, and I think crypto is really it's kind of like a gold rush opportunity right now. I truly feel like it's like the Wild West. We're currently in the Wild West. The railroads are being set. We're going to have trains very soon, and that's going to change the whole dynamic of the game. In the future, we're going to have more regulatory clarity, more regulators being involved in the space in general. How is that going to work out with what the ethos of blockchain is, which is decentralization, right? Controlling your own data, your own privacy, things like that. It's going to be an interesting interweaving of all those factors. I think there's going to be compromises on both sides. I think there's going to be a compromise on decentralization for the law or for regulators, right? Where, at least they need to have access to knowing certain information in regards to law. So I'm interested to see how that's going to be going down. I'm excited for a lot of projects in the privacy space, though. I would love to get my hands on some XMR, and I got some secret recently. I got some secret coin because it's part of the Cosmos ecosystem. I'm bullish on anything in the Cosmos ecosystem now, just like I was bullish on anything in the Solana ecosystem. I'm more bullish on the Cosmos ecosystem just because there's such a small community. And you have to be a really legitimate developer to be working with Tendermint and the Cosmos SDK. So you can notice that there's just a handful of projects on the Cosmos ecosystem, but like hundreds that are connected to it in some way, shape, or form. I'm really excited for what Cosmos is going to be bringing to the space. I'm excited for what Flare is going to be bringing to the space, XRP, and they're going to be collaborating. I have no doubt there's going to be a collaboration somehow in some way, shape, or form with the IBC and the ILP, the Inter-Blockchain Communication Protocol and the Interledger Protocol. I think those are going to be two standards in our decentralized future. And they would complement each other just tremendously. Like it would cover all these like aspects if you were to combine those two. So that's why I'm so damn bullish on those. Calm before the storm. I truly feel like it, man. I mean, the storm, it's been going sideways since April, right? So we've had about 2.5 months, 3 months in a row of consolidation. I'm excited for what June is going to be bringing. And if it's not June, man, July, we better be popping off. It would be great if it was like last year again. I don't know if you guys remember last year, in July 4th. But on July 4th of 2020, like XRP and VeChain and a lot of other cryptos started going crazy, right? I think ADA was following, just getting its epic run, beginning then too. But they popped off like in a really big way. On July 4th. So I'm not saying again it's going to happen July 4th, but I just certainly hope that we get lucky in July. I've been accumulating though, man. I've been accumulating some good cryptos that I'm really excited about. Loving the opportunity that was presented. Especially being in the space for a good bit. I just like really loving the quality of projects that are in the portfolio. I mean, you guys know, like I'll talk to you guys about it because the Blue Crew's amazing. So, we got XRP, XLM, HBAR, Quant, Cody, ADA, DOT, Luna, Solana, Atom, DVPN, Akash, Secret, Sif Chain, Kava, Handshake, Siacoin, Filecoin. Right? I mean, I'm sure there's some other ones that I'm kind of forgetting on. Oh, TRX, what else? So I'm just really loving the opportunity here, especially if we're in such early days, like just really loving having a nice diverse portfolio in just all aspects. How do you feel about Hyperledger? I'm loving the Hyperledger. I think Hyperledger ecosystem is going to be compatible with what's going on with Cosmos, especially if you look into Cosmos projects. Hyperledger has connections with Cosmos as well. So it's not only like Interledger protocol partnerships that are in the Cosmos ecosystem, but you got Hyperledger projects that are involved as well. So I like the Hyperledger. I think Hyperledger is one of the bigger consortiums that are out there. You got Ripple's consortium of central banks and banks. You got R3's consortium of all these types of businesses, insurance businesses, trade finance businesses. Um, you got Hyperledger with the combinations of the Accenture and the DTCC. DTCC is jumping really big into DLT technology. Don't forget about Project Ion from the DTCC, with Ripple having former members, CEOs of the DTCC on their board of advisors. So Project Ion very likely using the RippleNet XRPL DLT technology. If you guys don't know about Project Ion, I think that's really what the clue was for keep your eye on the prize. Could be, it's always multiple meanings, right? I think the BIS was a really big one too. If you look at the BIS logo, there's like it's a lowercase I with the uppercase B and S, and it's a lowercase I, and there's like a big I above the I, right? Like you know, the eyes that you use to see. So I really think BG123 might have been referring to that as well. Just some speculation though. But I love Hyperledger projects. Anything involved in Hyperledger, I don't think Accenture or DTCC would be trying to waste their time. So CardStack is one I've been looking at as well. That's part of it. GoChain's part of it. I think FlowChain is even part of it. Eden Chain is part of it. Um, there's so many damn good cryptos, man. I want a piece of each one. I don't, I know it's not going to be ridiculously big gains, um, but with being like a channel called GDLT, I mean, my number one's always XRP for sure, but I just want a piece of like everything in this space. I think we're so early. Cheers to y'all, by the way. But yeah, it's a lovely Sunday. It's going to be an awesome week. Whether we retrace more or we start going up, man, I'm picking up some cryptos. I'm keeping my eyes on the prize. I hope the Blue Crew is, ready for a great week ahead. You know, got some goals in mind. Got some things you want to get, some cryptos you want to get. What cryptos does the Blue Crew want to get out here? Yeah, I'm bullish on Cosmos ecosystem as well. I whacked in my Cosmo address yesterday, and I'm going to be getting 900. Oh, no way. Wait, how did you do that, Barney Rubble? Like, did you just claim some Osmo with your Atom? How did you do that? I thought there was like a certain deadline to do that at. Ralph Cooper, hell yeah, man. See, I love that enthusiasm, man. Guys, we got to be like, there's not going to be this type of opportunity ever again, um, from a new, who knows what the future new digital asset class is going to be after this one. We probably won't be alive to experience it. So this is the Wild West phase. We have an opportunity to acquire and secure a lot of these digital assets that are going to be very useful to financial, financial businesses and even small businesses, the health industry, the insurance industry, every freaking industry. Considering now, seeing the faults and the errors in centralized oligopoly type of environments, and now going into a more decentralized area where the creators on those systems, the developers on those systems, really are responsible for the future of their application that they build on top of decentralized architecture, which is more secure and can't stop you from doing certain things, censorship resistant, permissionless, right? Oh yeah, Algorand. I can't forget Algorand. Can't forget VeChain. Got Algorand and VeChain. Um, yeah, super bullish on those. Um, let me see what else. Cardano's. Like I mentioned, I hold Cardano. I'm very hard on Cardano though, because I feel there's too many people who drink the Kool-Aid and are just like XRP community. I don't ever have to say this type of stuff for XRP because there's such a variety in the XRP community where there's literally people who are like checking it and like trying to always make sure, XRP is a legitimate look, or like, the Ripple team is always just blinders on working on their product and not really paying attention to FUD or what influencers say or anything. But Charles Hoskinson, man, IOHK or ADA or Cardano needs to get a better representative. I'm being serious here. I think they need to get a better representative than Charles Hoskinson. The guy's a brain. He's a historical figure in the crypto space. He helped build Ethereum. He's going to probably be doing some tremendous things with Cardano. I'm sure Cardano is going to be a tremendous project. But for a representative of a company like IOHK or a network or whatnot, or basically being the face of Cardano, they need to have a better face. This guy gets too sensitive and too touchy about a lot of subjects or a lot of FUD, and it's not in like a fun way or in a professional type of way. He gets literally butthurt over what like people like influencers, what they say, and then people like Mike Novogratz just recently said about Cardano, right? Mike Novogratz basically said he doesn't understand why Cardano's valuation is so high, which is funny because that's what I've been saying too. It's like they don't even have a working product yet, and yet it's like a bunch of hype ahead of the reality. I love Cardano, don't get me wrong. I think it has some bullishness for sure long term. Hell, this summer, and speculation, if we're in a speculative phase, it's going to be killing it. There's going to be money to be made for Cardano, and I think it's a great project. I'm just saying, I think the face of their project needs to be changed, needs to have a new, they need to step down Charles Hoskinson the same way they did with Jed McCaleb at Stellar. Just put that guy to the side, let him do his work, let him do his research, let him do his things. Get a new face in there that's more professional, that's not going to be so touchy and building grudges with influencers. Or like, Mike Novogratz and what he said about Cardano, and then you have Charles Hoskinson posting like a very like he was a angry type of reply, and then saying, "I'll never forget this, Mike," whatever type of thing. It's like, dude, we don't want to see a person who's a representative project like building grudges and things like that. Let's build bridges. Let's start like to find ways to educate and make compromises. Like he had an opportunity there to say, Mike, I understand you view it this way, but we've been doing this, this, and this, doing that, that, and that. But no, he decides to personally attack Mike Novogratz, decides to personally attack these influencers or anything like that. The face of Cardano needs to change. No offense to Cardano community or anything like that. I love ADA. I hodl ADA. I do believe it's going to have a lot of great potential. I'm excited for DeFi on ADA. All these great things. I love the projects that are on it. Cody, Singularity, others that are probably under the surface that are coming together for it. But Charles needs to go. He needs to step down. There needs to be a new face for Cardano or IOHK or somebody else that can represent the Cardano community and the Cardano project in a better light than being somebody who's a sensitive little guy, I don't want to say he's a little guy. He's a big guy. He's done more tremendous things for humanity than I'll ever do in my life. I'll respect that for Charles Hoskinson. But for somebody who's going to be a professional, leading being kind of the face of your ecosystem or your project, I think there needs to be somebody who's more professional, who knows how to educate somebody, like take an opportunity like what Mike Novogratz was bringing, like the FUD that he was saying, and then taking it as an opportunity to educate instead of to make fun of or belittle or things like that. So that's just my opinion, though. I don't want to be hating too much on Charles, but he's been going downhill in my book personally, and yeah, he gets a little bit too jealous. So and it's just too touchy too. He gets offended too quickly, and he doesn't use it as an opportunity to be a professional and be like, especially if your project is doing tremendous things for the world, just take it as an opportunity to not be like, oh, well, look at this guy. Haha. He doesn't even, this is what billionaires talk about. They have no clue what's coming. Ha ha ha. All this stuff. Like, how about you take it as an opportunity to be like, well, Mike, I understand your concerns. I understand that you're bringing this up, but this is what the Cardano project has been doing. This is what the Cardano community is looking forward to. All this type of stuff, man. So that's all I want to say. Like, yeah, I just think Cardano needs a new face. Personally, the guy's a genius. We all know that. Same way Jed McCaleb is a genius, but he's not the best social person that you want to have as the face of your project. Step down Charles Hoskinson. Have him speak every once in a while at cool events or anything like that. He could still have his I don't know. I would try to shut him down from Twitter because he gets a little offended on Twitter too. But I'm not going to say shut down. I'm not about censoring people. Like, the guy can have his voice and all, but I just think the project needs a better face. Legendary, what's up, man? Yeah, don't be jelly belly. Flip the switch, Ralph Cooper. I hear you, man. totally agree. He is hard to listen to, so I sold Ada and got into Sol, which was a great decision for me. Barney Rubble, hell yeah, man. I love Solana, dude. I love Solana. I think Solana's killing it. I think Cosmos and Solana are collaborating probably most likely as well. They have strong ties with both those ecosystems have strong ties with Alameda Research as well. Sam Bankman-Fried, the FTX exchange. Um, so I'm really excited for those two ecosystems, and they look like they're really doing some things for the space. They have working products that are out there that are expanding, um, providing revolutionary smart contract type of processes and you know speeds and whatnot. Um, so I'm interested to see how those are going to be going about. But the future is interoperable. It's not about, oh, this is an Ethereum killer, this is a that killer. These are open source codes, open public blockchains, permissionless systems. So they can all, if they can interoperate together, it doesn't matter who's the killer or who's not. I mean, it's just let the best product win. So yeah, maybe Ethereum can get killed by something that provides a better service, but it's not like Ethereum is going to die, though. Yep, exactly, legendary. Cardano needs to get a freaking somebody who's like, knows how to talk to businesses. If you're hoping to decentralize financial, the financial sector, um, get somebody from the financial sector who knows how to educate. Um, you know, when FUD like that comes up, like what Mike Novogratz said about Cardano, instead of having somebody who responds very sensitively and offended and argues and then makes fun of and calls somebody a name, calls people a name, like a very immature response. You can have somebody like a Danelle Dixon or Brad Garlinghouse or a Monica Long or something like that, where they take the opportunity to educate the fudster and not take offense by what they said or anything like that. Hell, even Hugo Filion from Flair has done the same type of thing as well. He'll even say, out of due respect, I think you're very misguided in terms of this, because of this, this, and this, giving reasons, saying, like Hugo Filion is awesome for Flare Networks. The guy's really good, like just knowing how to respond in a social context. Um, like once again, I don't want to. Charles Hoskinson's a genius. He's done more with his life than I probably would ever do with mine. Um, he's making an impact for so many people's lives. It's I'm grateful for the opportunity with Ada and what Ada is doing and Cardano is doing. I just think they need a new face to really step it up in terms of its social presence. Let Charles go do what he's gonna do and research and research and research and research and research, and then really bring some good stuff to the table for the Cardano community. Oh, what's up? How's it going? Is there somebody who needs a wrench that I might have missed out on here? No, I don't know. Guys, thanks for the 17 viewers. Thanks for the 9 likes, guys. Appreciate y'all. I went on a little bit of a tangent there on Cardano, but at the end of the day, I think they're going to be doing some great stuff. I'm excited for Sunday Swap, a DeFi project with Cardano. And they got some other DeFi things coming, and I forgot what their smart contracts. Alonzo, I think, is going to be released in August around there. So I'm excited for what the end of the year is going to look like for Cardano. I do think it could go up to about $5 for Cardano. And then around there, I think that would be its top for this cycle, possibly. Because remember, it went from like 2 cents all the way up to $5. That is a crazy amount, man. Under $10 would be amazing. But going above $10 in this bull cycle, I personally think it's crazy. But crazy stuff does happen in this market for sure. Um, Cosmos and Atom. So I've been getting into Secret Swap and looking forward to Osmosis Zone, staking certain cryptos. I got some Erewhon um, through the MetaMask wallet, but it's an ERC20 version of Sif Chain. It's Erewhon and Sif Chain are the same thing. Um, so I'm just holding my Sif Chain there. Hopefully they can make it seamless because SafeChain has some really, really great percentage return on investment, and what they're trying to do is really awesome. They're basically trying to become like Binance, but a decentralized exchange version, omni-chain, interoperable with all these blockchains through the Cosmos SDK, through the IBC layer, and enable you to do things that you would do on a centralized exchange like a Binance, and be able to do it on a decentralized exchange. I think that's going to be very, very exciting for what omni-chain can really be or SafeChain could be bringing with its omni-chain. And then Secret Swap, I've been looking into that project, and it seems really appealing with what they're doing. Um, Especially if you're into privacy type of tokens, this is like a type of platform that's a blockchain that inherently is focused on privacy from the very beginning. Whereas like you have things like Bitcoin or Ethereum, for example, that are public blockchains that are open to everybody to view your address and your information and things like that. So Secret Swap is kind of taking that lesson, building on the Cosmos SDK, and providing the private experience from the very beginning on what information you want. You can decide when to reveal your information and whatnot. That's a kind of very important factor, I think. And what they're going to be what they have with Secret Swap, their decentralized AMM. Um, I think it's growing very nicely. It has some really good opportunities there as well. And once again, it's a better swapping experience than you would get at a Uniswap or a Pancake Swap or maybe even Sushi Swap, because you're dealing with Ethereum. And with Secret Swap, you don't have to deal with Ethereum. You don't have to deal with ERC20 in general. Um, you start to see like right now, Cosmos is just getting into the water, right? Like it's not swimming just yet. And I think we're going to really start seeing, cause people get excited about participating in these other decentralized exchange or swap platforms from Solana, Flare, Atom. I think you're going to see people noticing the advantages and the high yield that's also coming from having super low fees, all this type of benefits. I think you're going to start seeing a wave of that coming towards the end of the year, going into 2022. Um, because if Ethereum's going to take until 2022 to finally move over to proof of stake, like these platforms are going to get a lot of love, leading up to that. Cardano's going to get a lot of love with its DeFi as well, like coming out, so a year from now, seeing where all these projects are going to be, it's kind of ridiculous. So what island are we meeting at? What's the APY on SIF on Cosmos Station Wallet Pro? Barney Rubble. I've only checked it out through Kepler because I can't. I haven't been able to deposit my SIF chain on a Cosmos Station, because when I try to, my MetaMask is like stuck in the ERC20 version of SIF chain, so it won't let me send it over to the Cosmos version of SIF chain, which is really lame. But from Kepler, when I saw it on the Kepler wallet, which is the wallet extension, um, it's like basically Cosmos Station for web extension, right? Like your web browser, and it's like MetaMask, the way MetaMask is for Ethereum, Kepler is for Cosmos. So SafeChain's APY or APR on that was about 300 plus percent. Like that is freaking ridiculous. 300 plus percent. Still time to pack your Safe Moon bags. I'm skipping out on that, man. Unfortunately I'm skipping out on some really awesome opportunities there with. I just haven't been convinced, man. I haven't been convinced, and if I miss out on it, I miss out on it. I've missed out on plenty of projects. Trust me, missed out on uh, BTT, Hollow Chain, a bunch of these other opportunities, but I'm just gonna kind of stick with the preferences I have. Anything I want things that are connected with the Interledger protocol in some way, shape, or form. I mean, that's the main focus for me right now. Is anything involved in some way, shape, or form with Interledger protocol? I want a piece of that. And if SafeMoon has a chance or is interoperating somehow, some way with XRPL or the Interledger protocol, I am down. But if it isn't, I'm okay. I could see SafeMoon getting onto Flare Finance, and then people will think that it's collaborating in some way, shape, or form with XRP. Guys, Flare Networks and Flare Finance are two different things. Flare Finance is being business savvy and just getting, the cryptos that have the biggest communities and putting it on their platform to attract more users. That's basically what's happening. So until Flare Networks confirms that there's a partnership, because that's, the Flare Networks is the ones that gets to sign on these actual, like, have these actual collaborations. Like, for example, Flare Networks confirming Algorand, Flare Networks confirming Stellar, Flare Networks confirming XRP and Doge and things like that, right? Oh yeah, Cosmos Station Wallet is really cool. It gives you that, even though there's like a small amount of projects on there, I really hope IBC layer will attract a ton of other projects to want to join and see the benefits, because with IBC, especially in swap protocols and AMMs and all these things, it allows you to have like a lot of customizability and cut out a lot of other steps that you would need. Like in IBC, you don't need to wrap your tokens. You can just swap in and out of these tokens without having to wrap or do anything to participate. You own your data, you own your keys for your blockchain that you're using on there. That's going to be massive. And I think a lot of projects, if it goes well, a lot of projects will probably be migrating or trying to migrate over from Ethereum over to Cosmos SDK. There's already been a couple that have done that. One of them being Sentinel and DVPN migrated over to Cosmos, or they'll probably migrate over to Solana as well. And Solana has, interweavings with Cosmos as well, so that'll be interesting to see. Remember Solana's goal, XRP's goal, Cosmos's goal is interoperability, right? So they're going to be finding ways to be interoperable without a doubt. Thoughts on HBAR? Love HBAR. We shouted it out earlier. Still love HBAR. Still love HBAR. You guys remember, man. If I don't talk about it or have like the enthusiasm, because it's just not like it's not like, I don't know. I just kind of talk with what my gut wants me to talk about in the moment with it. But HBAR, I'm still holding my HBAR. Been holding it, since 3 cents. Still holding super long term for HBAR. It's a long, but what's going on with HBAR? Like, I love their governance council. I love what they're doing and spreading out, showing the benefits of Hashgraph in other use cases. We've seen Hyperledger saying they're using HBAR, so that's a big deal. We love hearing the word using or used or use, right? So with HBAR, it's already confirmed that it's being used by Hyperledger. That's a big deal. I don't think once again, I don't think Accenture and DTCC are messing around here. So I'm excited for what Hyperledger and HBAR are doing together. And I think HBAR, it's a long road, right? I remember hearing about HBAR back in 2016, 2017, and just looking at it from like super early days, right? And where it has come up to now, like 3 years from now, 4 years from now, I think HBAR is going to be having a massive presence in this space. And I think DAG, because that's the interesting thing with blockchain right now, is like we're dealing with all these different consensus mechanisms, and it's how can you make them interoperable if they need to be interoperable, because these projects are serving particular use cases. So I'm interested to see how DAG based consensus mechanisms are going to be interoperable with blockchain or these other unique forms of consensus, or things like Tendermint, for example. Atom 3-digit coin for sure. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I have no doubt. No doubt with Atom. And anything I've checked out in terms of Atom, I've been very impressed with. Like the teams or projects that build on Atom, when you even look at the interview of each specific CEO, they all seem very knowledgeable. They all come from the Cosmos, like sort of understanding what Tendermint is and the form of consensus, and just seeing all these areas that they branched out towards, like Cosmos, or at least Iris through Cosmos has a really big presence in China. Like some of the big companies in China are involved with IrisNet, and they're bringing in the inner blockchain service as well. IBC, they were one of like the parts, early networks that were involved with Cosmos SDK and the IBC relayer. So I think Iris is a big sleeper. I think Iris can be a $1 coin in the future. It's 8 cents right now, or 7 cents, whichever. I think if in the future Iris is going to be a bigger deal. I feel like Cosmos is like Atom and Cosmos is representing like kind of the Western hemisphere or the west side of the world, and then east side of the world. I think Iris is making a big presence over in China, and from there, because remember, Atom and Cosmos and other projects, Iris was uh, 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 added to the blockchain service network before I believe Atom was or Cosmos was. So I thought that was interesting. But both of them are part of the blockchain service network. I think they have a tremendous are going to have a tremendous influence or you know um, tremendous like influence or participation of that network. Solana is also part of it. There's a lot of other projects. Ethereum, I think, EOS. Interestingly enough, so I don't have too much hopes for the future of EOS, but Tezos is part of it as well. I do like the blockchain service network because that's like backed up. Blockchain service network is like backed up by like the People's Bank of China, like some really big players in that space. G Money, what's up, man? Thanks for the $10 donation, dude. I'm gonna go get another cup of coffee, you guys. I'll be right back, okay? Yeah, it's a very organized unit, Cosmos, for sure. And so same thing with XRP and Flare networks. Like those two, I think are going to be really changing the whole. Adding this. The thing I like about Cosmos, it's more like a. So XRP or Flare, and of course when I talk about XRP, guys, I'm talking about all ISO 20022 compliant coins. So the XDC, LTOs, H bars, quants, whatever. Um, those are like very great to look forward to because they're so involved in finance and payments and identity solutions and supply chain solutions and all these things, like super business financial sector focused, right? And then with Cosmos and what they're doing, it's very like it feels like the heart of blockchain. Like they want to achieve a decentralized internet, censorship resistant, permissionless internet, um, you know, and very developer focused, very like user friendly, developer focused, like allowing you to deploy very complicated applications at a cheaper cost and also like in a stupidly easy way to do it, right? So I'm excited for how those two are going to collaborate. But anyways, I'm going to get more coffee. I'll be right back. Once again, G Money, shout out to you, man. All right. Cheers. Burned my tongue. There we go. Guys, thanks for the 16 likes. Thanks for the 12 viewers. Appreciate you guys hanging out on Crypto and Coffee here. Having a good time talking with y'all. Appreciate y'all. Danny Carney in the house. What's up, man? Good morning to you. Tika rates Iris and has it in the Palm Beach portfolio, if that means anything. I hold it on Cosmos Station, staking passive income. Yeah, I'm holding some Iris as well. I'm excited about that project. I think that project's a big sleeper. Um, in the Cosmos ecosystem. I'm just excited about those projects in general and like what they're trying to build there and how they're trying to create this like decentralized internet and web stack. I love the connections they have with Interledger Protocol, Coil, Flare Networks, Handshake. HNS is another project I'm still like I want to accumulate more of. Siacoin. Um, so many damn good projects out there, man. But I want a piece of each one of them because one of those is going to be truly a big influence for the decentralized web, and really make its name ahead, and I just hope to be in one of those. That's for sure. I know XRP is going to be doing its thing. I know Atom's going to be doing its thing. Now I want a piece of like these other things that definitely look like they just have some tremendous projects and such hard work going on behind them. Oh, legendary man! Cheers to you, dude. Thanks for the 13.99. Or not 13.99. Thanks for the 3.99. Appreciate you, man. Party time with coffee. Van Life Biker's like, dude, it's a Sunday, man. You should be drinking a beer. Coffee party. You guys are amazing, man. So what's going to be going? I mean, I'm excited for this week. Let's get our, got my blinders on. I'm focused. Got my eyes on the prize. Want to get more of these cryptos. Want to get more of these assets. Want to keep making money on my money, right? Keep earning passive income. Keep staking. Keep delegating. Keep yield farming. Whatever, man. What have you. It's nice, like, it's cool when I'm doing, other work that I'm trying to make money on. And also having, like, money passively being made just even as I'm doing that thing. So it's like, it's exciting times ahead for the, financial opportunities. And I want to just be taking advantage of it. Phase the Nation. What's up, dude? So yeah, that's why I tell you guys about all these other options, because I don't want to be stuck into, I want this channel and Blue Crew to be interoperable. I want us to all be interoperable and like be aware of all these other projects that are providing some tremendous opportunities out there. Sure, that they may not be the winners of the BIS Global Hackathon, the ISO 20022 and Interledger, but hey, they got pieces to the Interledger, and if you're building on Interledger, you're probably going to be a winner in this space. And I can see those projects, especially if you look into these teams and the history that they have with other like, I feel like it's the developer community in blockchain, like it's they know they know like the good developers and the not so good developers, right? They know how to judge which projects are doing some tremendous things based on, the developers that are a part of it. And Cosmos ecosystem complements, Stefan Thomas and David Schwartz a lot. Stefan Thomas complements the Cosmos ecosystem a lot. You know, Anatoly and what he's doing with Solana. Cosmos talks about Solana a lot, right? Alameda Research and Sam Bankman-Fried complement them. So I feel like there's like a new guard in the terms of, well, in terms of other ones, it's like evolutions, like XLM and XRP are having evolutions. Like they can change the face if they want to, or like, they're very consistent and keep doing what they're doing. But I think like in terms of like the new faces in crypto, maybe Justin Sun and Charles Hoskinson, keep being these pioneers and Vitalik and whatnot. But I feel like the new age blockchain faces that are coming are like the Sam Bankman-Frieds, the Anatolys, the Greg Asuris, right? I think the what's his name, Sam Edelbeck from DVPN. I think there's like this new guard that is coming for this next step. We're going into a next step of like just there's so many new players in the space, guys, that are having their 2017 2018 moment right now. And maybe, hopefully not the 2018 moment where we go into a multi-year longest bear market ever in crypto. Hopefully we still have some room to party and grow. But there's so many new hands and new investors in this space, and it just makes sense, with how small the space is. There's only a couple of $1 trillion. There's going to be trillions upon trillions of dollars in the future coming. It makes sense that we're going to see dramatic changes, and things happen fast in crypto. So like, Sam Bankman-Fried really did come out of nowhere, to me at least, in terms of becoming like a really prominent face or a figure in the space. And now Anatoly's really making his presence known, and I'm interested to see how these guys grow in the future as well. Yeah, bull run party, hell yeah. Oh, did XRP just shoot up to $2 or something? Yep, real boats are the deal. No more jumping all over the place for me. G Money, I hear you, brother. It's all about them real boats. hopefully there's a good amount of real boats out there, and hopefully we're touching some of them. XRP, Atom definitely seem like real boats. Stellar, those three I would say are like a kind of like holy trinity. Solana could be jumping in there to be the four horsemen effect. We have XRP, XLM, Atom and Solana, just like the four horsemen of crypto, and then HBAR probably being a really mega big force. Quant, like if HBAR and Quant live up to their hype, they can be really, really big influences on this space, right? Like they basically could create a whole new face to crypto, and these projects can be considered old tech. So we'll see if they live up to that hype. But we love their governing councils. We love how they're involved with businesses. I'm not. It's funny, looking more into Cosmos and Atom. I'm like, I like so with XRP and XLM and HBAR and Quant, like it's all about like, oh, they're partnered up with Amazon. Oh, they're connected to Google. Oh, they're connected to Microsoft. Oh, they're connected to the central bank. They're connected to that. That's an advantage in investment in one way, but also, if you want to start going into a more decentralized vision and more decentralized route, you care less what these centralized entities are doing, right? Because we're going to be on a level playing field anyway because of decentralized systems. So it's like, what are these decentralized systems that these at least developers are really using and providing awesome networks or products? And it's not so much about, oh, this company is involved with them, this big company is involved with them, you know, because those are centralized companies, right? Those are centralized systems, and we kind of don't want them to be part, or unless they become decentralized, right, in some way, shape, or form. To be fair, it'll be better when the shitcoins get wiped out. Oh, it's gonna be so much better. Too many scams in this space. Too many taking people's money, and that doesn't mean like the ones that survive or end up surviving are actually solving real world problems. It could just be that they're not violating securities laws or AML or anything like that, any global regulatory things. Like they could just be still crap products, but at least they're a real product or something that has a real business behind it or a real vision. Whether it actually lives up to its goals is a whole different thing, but at least it ain't a scam. At least it isn't a S coin, complete S coin. 3 years out for a true moon, in my humble opinion. Okay. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm in it for the long term for sure. To be fair, will be better when the shit coins are wiped out. Yep. Osmo, I forgot to talk about Osmo and Osmosis Zone. So Osmosis Zone is going to be coming out in about 5 days, 4 days or so. This is Cosmos's AMM. Um, basically like what Flare Finance is doing for Flare Networks and whatnot. Osmosis Zone is doing for Atom. There are differences between Flare Finance and Osmosis Zone. Osmosis Zone looks like it's going to be very highly customizable. There's going to be three-way liquidity pools where you can have like 3 or 4 different assets in the same liquidity pool, which is very insane. I think they're starting small, of course. They've announced their Atom AKT pair. They've announced the assets that will be on there. Iris, DVPN, Atom, AKT, and some others that I can't remember right now. I think Secret may be on there. Secret Network might already be on there. SCRT. Um, but yeah, the yield and opportunities that could be coming out from Cosmos DeFi, I think, are going to be really making some noise. Just staking some of these assets already is just utterly ridiculous in terms of their APR and annual return. I can only imagine like what a Cosmos AMM, especially like Osmosis Zone, is going to be able to provide in terms of what's it called, passive income, and especially early adopters to it. That's the great thing with these AMMs is like especially being in early on it. That's really where you can maybe try to earn as much, or get a big size of the liquidity pools early on. Zill should be hanging around. Yeah, I don't talk too much about Zill just because like it's more speculative for me for Zilliqa. I like their involvement with unstoppable domains. I like hearing that they're used. I do believe they're part of the Hyperledger consortium as well. I'm not a big fan of their sharding consensus. I'm not a big fan of sharding consensus in general. So that's the one thing. Because I just think there's other consensus algorithms out there that are already doing a tremendous job and at a higher transactions per second and more secure. But time will tell. But I'm just speculating on Zilliqa. I like Zilliqa, but I'm just speculating on it for now. Zill's gonna probably have its time to shine. I'm sure there's some Zill DeFi already being built up too, or available, right? But yeah, with Osmosis Zone, looking forward to that. You'll be having just crazy interoperability, IBC. You won't have to wrap the tokens that are part of it. You won't have to do this whole wrapping process. You'll just be able to do IBC transfers and in and out of blockchains. It's going to be really, really nice and smooth. I think it's going to be, the next step in DeFi and really start making Cosmos's presence known in the decentralized blockchain space and true DeFi. Because once again, I always say this: we are not in true decentralized finance right now, unless it's with XRP or Flare. I think that's going to be true decentralized finance. But a majority of DeFi is built on centralized cloud providers like AWS, like Microsoft. Ethereum, 60+% of its nodes on AWS cloud, on centralized cloud providers. So if those cloud providers, those centralized systems have any complications or policy changes, it could really shut down or control, the future of the Ethereum network, thus the future of a majority of DeFi applications that are out there right now. So if you have a decentralized cloud, like Akash, for example, or Aleph or some other threefold and whatnot, you allow for these applications to be truly unstoppable and permissionless, and let them, just keep running, keep the show going, right? And not have a control of the future of, the creator will have the control of the future of their blockchain versus, a centralized cloud provider or whatnot. Got to get to the van build. Hell yeah. See you later, van life, man. Osmo done an automatic screenshot for what you have staked on the blockchain. I didn't know about it until I saw your vid last night. They took a snapshot on Feb 19th. Yep. Wish I would have taken that snapshot, man. That's I'm happy I got to participate in the Flare network airdrop, but I'm totally regretting not having participated in the Osmo or having known about Osmo earlier on. Sheena Smith, I'm sorry to hear that. Much love to you. If anybody is staking Atom, go to osmosis.io or .com and put in your address to see what you got coming in your wallet. No way. Thank you, Barney Robo. I'm going to check that out, dude. Hopefully I get some Osmo tokens. That would be really cool. Osmo's going to be great, man. It's like the first, from what I understand, the first IBC native type of crypto, so it's just inherently interoperable. I think there's going to be a lot of listings for it. I think it's definitely going to get a Binance exchange listing. Won't be surprised to see it maybe in the future on Binance.us. Yeah, I'm totally excited for what Osmo can be bringing to the space. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for joining in on this crypto and coffee. Thanks for the 19 likes, the 23 viewers. Much love to y'all. So much coffee. But guys, I'm excited for the week ahead. I got my eyes on the prize. I'm accumulating these cryptos. I'm excited for the release of Osmosis Zone. I'm excited for the future release of Flare Finance. All these future DeFi applications, all these opportunities for passive income coming our way in this amazing space, this new digital asset class that's coming about. Whichever way, direction that it ends up going, guys, this week, just getting prepared and, keeping ourselves informed on these projects, looking for newer opportunities because it's growing and growing so rapidly. And, with the Blue Crew, anything's possible. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Much love. Thank you for your support. Thanks to any new subs. Thank you, BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto community, Blue Crew, and all the communities out there. Guys, the future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Our future is bright. Much love, Blue Crew. I'll see you guys very soon. Adios.